Reform Gangsters Live, and if you like my content, please hit the subscribe button. And listen, check out my Patreon. I got some great videos on there. I just did a video about Lutanza, some inside information about Lutanza. I got a video on there from Vito, the barber that used to style John Gotti's hair every day for 5 years. I got another video on there about the FBI and the Ravenite Social Club. I got really a lot of good stuff on there. You know, you go on there, check out something for $1. Hopefully you'll like what you see and you'll become a member. So, you know, go check it out. I mean, this new video I just did today, matter of fact, we just put it up, about Lutanza is really interesting because, you know, I had some intimate knowledge of it. And, you know, we had, and my family took part in the aftermath, actually, of the Lutanza heist. So, you know, go check out the video. Okay, here we go. From Sherry. Good morning. Good morning, Sherry. How you doing? From BBQ, Jerry. Hey, how you doing, BB? Roll the Bones Podcast. Good to see you, Anthony. Good to see you too. Thanks for tuning in. East Coast Andy, good morning. Good morning to you. Mosey Boy, good morning. Mr. Ruggiano, good morning to you. From Vegas, Pete. Hello, Anthony from Vegas. How you doing? Hello to you too. From this is from Jeremy. What was Ozone Park like in the 60s? Ozone Park in the 60s was great. Everybody knew each other. In the summer, people used to all sit out on 101st Avenue. It was just a really great neighborhood to grow up in. It was very tight knit. It was just a really wonderful neighborhood to grow up in. Buddy Delacroce, fear of John Gotti. Who was Sean Delacroce? I don't know that name, Sean Delacroce. I don't know. Maybe Tony's son. I don't know. Anthony, when talking about state versus federal prisons, is that currently as well as when you did time? Well, it was definitely when I did time. I'm sure it's the same way now in the state prisons. You know, you got your own cell. You have, you know, TVs in your cell and all that. So I always, at the end, I rather have done state time than federal time. Federal prison sucks. There's no privacy whatsoever. Fat Andy's Bar. Hey, Anthony, how about giving private or group tours in person? I would love to go on a tour with you anytime. You know, contact me through my website. Through my email, Anthony Ruggiano Jr. @gmail.com. And the next time I'm in New York, we could try to set something up. So definitely contact me. From Vic. Hey, Anthony, did Tony Lee ever do time? Did he have sons? No, Tony Lee never had no sons. And yes, Tony Lee did time. Yeah, he did like a year here, a year there. He never did any like time like my old man did or I did, like a couple of years in a row. He did like what they call skid bids, a year for this, a year for that. You know, he did a couple of those kind of bids. East Coast Andy, what's your thoughts on all the recent mob-related sports gambling? But you know, I just talked about on Patreon on my video. You know, check it out. And I give the reason for it on there. So you know, go check it out. Sherry, did you or your family go to church when you were growing up? Yeah, I used to go to church with my grandmother. My parents never went to church. My grandmother used to go every Sunday. This is from Karen. How much was a beer back then? Well, a beer was what 50 cents? Shots were like 75 cents in the bars back then. From Tracy. Hit that like button, guys and gals. Thank you. Appreciate that, Tracy. From Joe. Are you able to go back to the old neighborhood and feel safe, or is there some apprehension? You know, I go back. I'm not going to walk around and disrespect people and put it in their face. But, you know, there's no apprehension. But, you know, if I go back to the neighborhood and I run into somebody and they say something stupid to me, we're going to wind up having a fist fight. So I just avoid that, but I do go back to the neighborhood. I was just there a couple of weeks ago, but I don't flaunt it. Let me put it to you that way. I don't flaunt it, but I'm not apprehensive about it at all. A face in the crowd. All you mob people talk about nothing. Oh, all you mob men talk about nothing but men, men, men. Weren't there any tough broads back then? Yes, there were, and I knew a couple of them. I knew a couple of them. I don't. One of them's still around. I don't want to mention her name. I always used to tell her if she was a man, she would be the boss. There was another one, Elsa. She was tough. She was really tough. She actually got murdered. Unfortunately, there was definitely tough women back in the day. Definitely. From Zacco, did the mob have any clubs in South Florida during the 70s and 80s? There was a club in Fort Lauderdale called Pete and Lenny's that I heard. Oh, yeah, a lot of clubs were mobbed up. Downstairs, upstairs was mobbed up. The Limelight was mobbed up. Mr. Pips was mobbed up. A lot of clubs were mobbed up back in the 70s that I even went to. A lot of clubs were mobbed up. Am I coming to New York in December? I'm trying to, yes, I am. I'm trying to get up there in December. I'm trying to get up there for December 9th, but I'll give out more information soon. Vegas Pete, Anthony, don't you think Paul Cassano doomed even if Gotti doesn't kill him? And I don't know about that. I don't know if he was doomed if John didn't do what he did. That's a good question. Brooklyn, talk about Frankie Martin. Frankie Martin was a character. He was a tough guy. Got straightened out when he was young with my own man. Wanted to clip a couple of guys in my father's crew because they stabbed his brother. Had a ton of money. Very stern guy. I always got along really good with him. Tough guy, big money. Had a lot of money. A lot of money. Who was Joe Amon and what is his background? That's Joe Piney. He was a captain. He was a major heroin dealer. At one time, he did a lot of time. Hey, Anthony, did you know Crazy Sal cousin Sydney? Of course I knew Sal. Sydney. Yeah, he used to come to Florida. I know him since we're kids. He was my man Sal's first cousin. Sal, yeah, I know him since all my life. I know him. I know Sydney. He's still around. He's still around. He's still around. He was a character. He came to Florida with us a couple of times in the 70s on vacation. He was a funny kid. Hey, this is from Anthony. Hey, Anthony, sending love from Buffalo. Hey, how you doing? Nice to hear from you. Do you remember what the feeling was like when Mary Barry got killed by Greg Scott Jr.? I didn't know them. I knew Greg. I met him a couple of times. Well, listen, when any woman got killed or anybody got killed, it was tragic. That was a vicious killing they did to that woman. Vicious killing. From Mr. 40, yeah, there's mafia broads in Italy that are sure big. They own clubs in New York and Detroit. I'm sure there are. This is. Did you know Frankie Carbo, Mr. Gray, fixed the? No, no. From Sherry, do you have roots in Sicily? Yeah, my mother's parents were born in Sicily. I'm half Sicilian. My mother's family's from Sicily. My father's family is from Naples. East Coast Andy, did you ever deal with the Jersey crew and how much were they involved or respected at the time? Yeah, I dealt with them. We were partners on a vending business company. They were well respected. They were well respected. There was like a crew of them, a father and two sons. They had a big vending company. I used to do business with them. Don't forget, everybody, please check out my Patreon. I got a lot of great stuff on there. And I appreciate the support. It's a great community, so get involved, stay close. And check it out. Check out the videos on it. I got a lot of really good videos. I just did one this morning on Lutanza. So go check it out. Okay, listen, it's Sunday morning. I have to do a few things and then I have to go to work this afternoon because I still have a full-time job at a treatment center. That's why I need everybody to become Patreon members so I could slow down. I'm getting old. So please check out my Patreon for $1. You could check it out and hopefully you'll like what you see and you'll become a member. You'll up your membership. So please go check it out. And everybody enjoy their Sunday. Stay safe and make some money if you bet.